The 2026 Porsche 911 Dakar 4S appears, cutting through the golden light like it owns the horizon. I step toward it and the first thing that hits me is how wild this car looks. It's familiar, but not normal. It's a 911 that clearly refuses to stay on the road. Today we're diving into a machine that takes Porsche's most iconic shape and twists it into something built for dirt, gravel, and everything in between. The 2026 911 Dakar 4S isn't just an upgrade. It's a statement that you can take luxury and performance into places where sports cars were never supposed to go. This thing blends rally DNA with everyday usability in a way that almost feels unfair. Walk around it and you notice the stance first. The raised suspension gives you more ground clearance than you'd ever expect from a 911. The fenders flare out with purpose, not show. Chunky all-terrain tires wrap around lightweight wheels that look ready for a rally stage. And Porsche didn't just add rugged parts for fun. Every inch of this car earns its place. Skid plates protect the underbody. Reinforced bumpers keep it ready for real impacts. Even the roof rails and optional roof rack are designed to handle adventure gear at high speed. When you move closer, the details start whispering what this car is built for. The Dakar badge, the sculpted LED headlights, the slightly tweaked aero that balances downforce with off-road stability. The whole car looks like it's daring you to do something irresponsible. Slide inside and the tone shifts. Instead of the rough and ready cabin you might expect, you're met with Porsche's usual clean, premium setup. But the Dakar touches are there too. Extra durable materials, lightweight options, deeply bolstered seats that feel ready to hold you in place when the terrain decides to fight back. The digital cluster gives you off-road drive modes, real-time power distribution, and elevation data. It feels like a sports car and a rally cockpit at the same time. Let's talk performance, because this is the part that turns the Dakar 4S from interesting into legendary. Under the rear deck sits a turbocharged flat-six engine tuned for quick, confident low-end torque as well as that classic Porsche surge at higher revs. With power distributed to all four wheels, the traction this car finds on loose surfaces feels unreal. You point it somewhere and it just goes, no matter what's under the tires. Porsche refined the suspension for better travel and more adaptability. It soaks up bumps without losing that sharp 911 steering feel. On tarmac it's stable and precise. On dirt it becomes playful, like it finally gets to show a different side of its personality. The car gives you confidence to push harder, take corners faster, and let the rear slide just enough to put a smile on your face. In rally mode, the Dakar 4S loosens the reins. Traction control adjusts to let the car rotate. The all-wheel drive system constantly shifts torque to whichever wheel can use it best. You feel that mix of control and freedom that every rally driver talks about. The car becomes this living, breathing partner. It rewards bravery and punishes hesitation. On long stretches, the engine's tone changes from aggressive to calm. It cruises like a grand tourer when you want it to. Porsche didn't forget that some adventures last hours. The insulation, the sound system, and the seating all make it comfortable enough for real-world travel, even though the car looks like it wants to leap off a dune. Take it onto the highway and people stare, not because it's flashy, but because it looks unlike anything else out there. Most sports cars look out of place when they get dirty. The Dakar 4S looks wrong when it's clean. You don't buy this car to keep it polished. You buy it to take the long way home, preferably through somewhere with no pavement. The beauty of the 2026 911 Dakar 4S is the balance. It doesn't sacrifice the traits that made the 911 iconic. It just adds a whole new dimension. The weight distribution, the handling feel, the timeless silhouette, they're all still here. But now you have the freedom to go beyond the usual routes. It's the kind of car that makes you search for new stories to tell. When you fire it up again and the engine settles into that confident hum, you feel the mix of tradition and rebellion. Porsche has been refining the 911 shape for decades, but the Dakar 4S feels like they finally let it run wild. It's powerful without being reckless. Tough without losing refinement. Familiar but completely unexpected. If you've ever wanted a car that can carve corners like a proper sports machine, blast through trails like a rally hero, and still feel comfortable on a quiet drive home, this is it. The 2026 Porsche 911 Dakar 4S isn't built for one kind of driver. It's built for anyone who wants more from their car than the simple commute. It's built for people who love the contrast between precision and chaos. As the sun drops and the sky turns orange, the Dakar 4S sits there with dust on its doors and gravel stuck to the tires. And that's the best way to see it. Not on a clean showroom floor, but outdoors, with proof that it's been used exactly how it was meant to be.